I want to talk about how my life got so much better when I stopped caring what men think. I used to be the biggest pikmishka, you guys. Like, yes, can you believe it? Me, a pikmishka. Yes. I used to take hours to get ready for a date. Like, I used to take all day. I used to act like I was getting ready for the Grammys or something. And it just baffles me because I'm like, I feel such a weight lifted off my shoulders, and I can finally like breathe and realize that their opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't matter much at all. And I don't think like you should construct so much of your life cater towards what men think. I mean, I get it if you want to, have a healthy relationship. It's okay to care a healthy amount. But I feel like it was overkill for me. I feel like I was programmed to try to be like the most feminine, the most cutest, not to like talk too much, not to be too loud and different things like that. And I just finally I got like fed up. I was like wait, it's not worth it to water down myself to make the opposite sex feel more comfortable unless it's like amazingly beneficial, which most times, let's be honest, most times it's not for the average woman. I'm average, right? And I just look back at all of like the dates, the time, the the energy I was putting towards like making sure I was like, I don't know, the perfect potential girlfriend. Oh my God, it sounds disgusting. I know. But yeah, I spent so much time and energy, wanting to be, dare I say, someone's wife. And I thought that would make my life easier. I thought it would, like make me maybe not work one day. But then I was like, wait. How can I expect somebody else to do all of this for me when I haven't done it for myself? And I know that's fine. Like, there's a lot of women who take that path, and that is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But when it wasn't happening for me, I realized, okay, like, this isn't my path. You can't turn a lion into a house cat. You know what I mean? I have all this energy, I have all this talent, and it just can be a lot for someone to digest, for someone to live with, for someone to feel powerful next to. You know what I mean? But no, I used to think getting married was like a life or death situation. I was thinking in my 20s, I was thinking like, okay, I have to find somebody to marry. Otherwise, I'm going to have to work like a slave. I'm going to be poor and I'm going to just be like haggard. Like, I just thought the worst of not being married. And I don't know why I thought that. I guess my mom had expectations of us having kids, and my family used to be like, oh my God, all the boys are going to want you when you're older. And I don't know, maybe TV programming or whatever. I thought we would look so cute in the house, like cooking dinner and all that. And after really getting to know the nature of men, I feel like that's when it dawned on me to be like, okay, like I know now, like I know. And so I can finally feel free to let go. I can finally feel free to breathe and know that it doesn't get more peaceful than this. It doesn't get more peaceful than being alone. Because you know why? Like, it takes a certain sacrifice to cohabitat. It does. Even if I meet a partner that, is, confident being around me, I make him feel like a man. I don't make him feel any less than, and he makes my life easier. He pays all the bills. He spoils me rotten and buys me all these gifts. It would still have to be a little bit of, like, I would still have to moderate myself, because when you're in a relationship, it only takes two sentences for it all to go down the drain. It only takes like, 1 to 2 actions for it all to be over. So yes, you do have to be mindful of how you can keep the relationship going towards a positive momentum. And I'm so thankful that I get to experience what it's like to, like fully embrace myself. And it just feels so freeing. It feels so like, it just feels like natural almost. And I still want a partner, of course. I'm not saying like I want to be alone forever. I'm just saying like when I stop trying to force my way into a relationship, stop trying to find somebody to pay my bills and treat me like a princess, that's when I felt at peace the most. And of course, I still want a healthy relationship. Of course, I still put myself out there, not as much, but of course, I stay positive about, what could be. But I'm not going to go out my way anymore. I'm not going to like actually, be like, okay, I'm getting older. I gotta put on a dress and go out to the bar. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna do it. If it doesn't happen naturally when I'm naturally out, I'm like, okay, it's not meant to be, because I just don't want to put any added pressure on my life already. Because life is pressuring already as much as it is. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I would have gone back in time, if I can go back in time and take all of those moments where I was focusing on wanting to be a wife and putting myself in the environments where I may meet someone who would want to take care of me for the future, and put that towards myself of like starting a business. Oh my God, like that's my dream, to go back in time and put all that energy I put towards the dates, the talking stages, and to start my own business. That would be perfect. And so I just feel like, it should happen naturally. Like, it should happen naturally. Like, you're a woman, you go outside, you go places, you live life. You shouldn't have to, like, go sit at a bar. And I mean, I know it works for some girls. It didn't work for me, okay? It didn't work. And every time I went out my way, it's almost like the universe or something would happen, and it would be like, you dumb girl, like just go home. Like, you would have spent this time better just sitting on the couch watching TV or doing some Pilates. You know what I mean? And it's funny because I feel the most happiest when I'm like at Pilates with the girls. And I know I'm not a lesbian because, people have said, I don't know, people have like told me when I was little, like, don't be a lesbian. It's so weird. I don't know why people told me that. Even in college, like I was told that in college, don't be a lesbian, like as if it was something that would just happen. I mean, I'm not a lesbian. I kind of wish I was, because I see lesbians having the most beautiful relationships, but I still want a male companion. I still have the energy that where I meet a man and I'm attracted to him and I admire his character, I admire what he does for work, and he makes me want to be a better person. That still happens. No, but y'all, it was so embarrassing. Like, I used to like Google like different stuff, like how to be someone's girlfriend, or like what do guys like, or just a bunch of embarrassing stuff. I would like come home after school and like Google all this stuff, thinking it would get me somewhere, and it was just wasted time, a lot of mental energy. I mean, it got me into like, I still did what I like when it came to fashion and making myself look good. That part I enjoyed. But looking back at that, like, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could just like be a daughter to myself and be like, like, hey, like guys are always going to be there. You need to focus on. I didn't care about school either because, I don't know, school just wasn't like fun. You know what I mean? And I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I just wish I could be a daughter to myself and go back in time and be like, hey, maybe you should put your energy on focusing on a business, or learning how to make dresses, or starting a jewelry business, or something fun, something cute that would make me, feel fulfilled, or just something that I could put my energy more towards, rather than just how to attract guys or how to be a future wife or something like that. So, yeah, I don't care anymore. Like, and it feels so good. It's such a weight off my shoulder. I take less time to leave the house now. I used to not leave the house without eyelashes. I used to never walk around without fake nails. You would never catch me with like without a wig. And now that I've like let go, I still care about my looks. Like I still make myself look nice, but I do it towards what makes me feel good rather than what the popular majority male gaze likes, because doing all that, like catering your looks toward the male gaze, unless you're making like thousands and millions and it's paying your bills on the regular, it is stressful. It is stressful to put 2 to 3 pounds of makeup on your face, always have extensions in, you know, get all of these procedures done. Like that is stressful. That is time and energy that you can't get back. And I just got so real with myself. I was like, you know what? All of this stuff I'm doing, it's not paying off. I'm not meeting anyone that wants to, you know, marry me, take care of me, and pay all my bills. And it's a lot of time and effort and energy. And I was like, what would make me feel the best? Okay. Instead of chasing for this imaginary thing that's probably not going to come, that's probably isn't there. It may come. I don't know. I don't care anymore. But I was like, you know what? I want to create. I want to communicate. I want to make videos. I want to learn how to be an artist. Look at the artwork I did. Oh my God, it's so bad. Okay, no, but you know, I want to learn how to, you know, make dresses, make candles, and start a business, make money, travel, fun stuff like that. I don't want to put my life on pause or, you know, not wanting to leave the house without looking like a top 10 video vixen. You know what? Yeah, I just let all that go. And it just made me feel so much better. It made me feel lighter. It made me feel freer. It made me want to have fun. It made me want to go outside and go swimming, go horseback riding, go for a hike, all of the fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, stop caring what men think so much. You can care a little bit. You can care, you know, just enough to where you're not embarrassing yourself, or to where, you know, you can get what you want, but don't make it like your whole life. Don't spend a whole day getting ready for a date like I did in my 20s. You know, you got to live life. Do what makes you feel good. And that's the message. That's all I got to say.